Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Well, we don't expect up and down, Doris. Fast basketball. These teams prefer to operate in the half court. They're very methodical, but fun to watch.
Hey, good basketball, regardless of the pace at which it's run, is good basketball. And with these two teams, movement, screening, high IQ offensive basketball, I'm here for that.
Now here's Towns. Count the basket.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
Nurkic in the post. Gobert pulls it in. Here's Minnesota. Right side, Conley. Spins. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, just putting the ball on the deck, Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
The only child that he actually showed love to was a sex worker.
Booker looking
But
around.
before that, the beginning of
Over
time, this
Conley.
is the attempt right there. So
No
you
good
see
off the
the
front
attempt blew up. The attempt
Well, if the
was a
defense gives
prostitute
him
for the
that
industry.
shot
Not
next
only
time,
that,
they
he
could
bought
get
a
burned.
kid
I think he's
to
just a
parties
little
as
bit
well.
out of rhythm.
You got kids around, but we're going to get
Rebound
into
by
that later.
Nurkic.
But this is 50 Cent. This is
You don't trust nobody. Hollywood.
Mike Conley was drafted to us back in 2007.
Like, when I say
And
this guy is a
somehow,
big
some
leaguer,
way, he's gone his
when I
whole
say this
career
guy's a pop star,
without
when I say this
receiving
guy
a
is a
technical
great
foul.
pop, people
Heck,
say,
you and
"Oh,
I have
50
received
Cent,
technical
he's a
fouls
good
over here,
Yeah,
but not him
definitely.
on the floor.
He's going down as well.
Kevin, that is an
This is the love of his
feat,
life. The love
and
of
it's
his
also
life is
probably
the
why
sex
he's
worker
won the
for
NBA
Charles Holmes.
Sportsmanship Award
And this
more
is
than
why
anyone
50
else in
Cent
the
is mad.
history
You
of the
gotta
league,
understand,
and
when
why
people
we will
troll
never
you,
win it.
They are mad. I had somebody on YouTube.
And he
I
makes the
deleted his
first.
page, but I'll never forget
You know,
him.
you talk
He
about
made
a foundational
400 videos.
piece.
Everybody
To
put
start his
400
career,
in a D.
Devin Booker
he
toiled
made
through
400
what Doris
videos,
a half a
literally
decade of losing in
400.
Phoenix.
And I
It
got
was
his page
all of that,
deleted.
Kevin, but what I admired most
Take that,
is
take that.
through
Let
all
it
of that
breathe.
losing,
Now,
he
this
never
is
stopped working.
50 Cent,
And the
the love of his
losing
life.
never stopped
With Charles
bothering
Holmes.
him.
This
He
is
never
the real
got comfortable
reason
with it.
50 Cent is
Now, all
mad,
of a
but when
sudden,
50 Cent at
other
those
players
parties,
see his talent, they want to
Is 50
join
Cent a
him,
pedophile?
and it's a much more
Absolutely.
competitive basketball team.
You guys have to understand.
Oh, here's
It's in
Edwards.
4K. They got
Finished off
drugs
by
in the club.
Edwards.
You got
About the
Sean Combs,
handle of
literally,
Anthony
the
Edwards so
man,
much tighter.
the
That
Diddler
is
himself,
so
the
good.
villain himself. You got Mayweather in the background. The bootleg brothers.
To the
They are
inside.
all brothers. Everybody put a opinion that the brothers. They are in a fraternity.
Booker,
You
right
guys have to
side.
understand. 50 Cent, Mr. Get Rich or Die Trying, DFM,
Nothing that time.
Desperate
He's
for money.
0 for 2.
on his come up. Who
The
is he
Timberwolves
spending
with a
time
quick
with?
start to this
Who
game.
is he associated
Left
with?
side, Edwards.
Guilty by association.
Stolen
You guys
by
have to
Conley.
understand.
Edwards with
He
it.
attempt.
Now
He
Beal
can't get
defending.
typed out. No
Count
construction.
it.
And she
Well,
brought
like
her kids
Conley
with
out
her.
in
Her
transition
kids
on the
was
break,
there
eager to
while
help his
she was
team
getting
convert.
typed out.
Nicely done.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
You skipping in front of your kids. You can't even drive back home in front of your kids. You can't even walk back in front of your kids. Your kids can't even walk. This is the reality. This really happened. This is no conspiracy. 50 Cent thought that he wanted to show Rick Ross, I got to get him up at all costs. This is how low 50 Cent really is. 50 Cent mad because his trolling did not work against Rick Ross. It worked against Ja Rule. It worked against everybody else. But for some reason, a lot of people just gave the victory to Rick Ross when he came to the game. And 50 Cent was mad. And he thought that I'm going to bring the mother of your child and your kids around Sean Combs. Let me tell you guys something. Look at this child's face. 50 Cent is kissing Rick Ross' son. 50 Cent is kissing a child that is not his. Now, listen, shout out to all single mothers. I love single mothers, but one thing I will not do is go around another man's child. You guys have to understand, just because a child is in full force, that child came from sperm. That child came from cum. I am not going around another man's sperm in my life. A lot of people don't think like that, but listen, I keep it simple. That's why my name is Mr. Keep It Simple, Let It Breathe. What makes it keep it simple? Do you really keep it simple? Yes, I do. This is why I will never go around another man's child, because a child is just a full form that came from the seed. This man is literally around another man's seed, the Boulay brothers. You guys have to understand, Floyd Mayweather, Sean Combs, 50 Cent, they're all a part of the Boulay. They are all Masons. They're all brothers at heart. But just like any brother, guess what? Sometimes brothers might smash the love of your life. It never happened to me, but it can happen to some brothers. You probably know some brothers that probably smash their brother, love of their life. This is why 50 Cent is at an all-time high. This is why.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Was not only smashing the love of his life, but he was giving the love of his life to professional sex workers. He was giving the love of his life to porn stars for 50 Cent in the house
Greg in
with
the process
John
to
Combs,
bring in all their
kid
stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add
and this
players in
is
the
what
near
we
future.
want running to
They don't control their
Louisiana.
draft picks for the next few
You guys
years.
have to understand.
That was part of the price
In the
for Beal
industry,
and Durant.
all
They'll
these
have
guys
to be
are
very
sick.
shrewd to add rotation
All
pieces
these guys
to
are
help them
pedals.
win.
When I made the video about Nicki Minaj,
And
somebody
here
said
is
to me, I gotta
KD.
unfollow you because
After Anthony
I gotta
Edwards
unsubscribe
made
to
that
you
last
because you're talking
three-pointer.
about the Queen.
Well, we
Listen, I
love
never
his
told you
ability
to
to
subscribe,
attack the
so if you
rim. He just
unsubscribe,
loses a little
listen,
bit
keep
of
your pride,
focus and
let it
misses
breathe,
the
follow the
chipping.
wordplay. But
And
this is
there's the
50
foul
Cent
on the shot. He'll
with
go to the
another
line
man's
for two.
child.
And Phoenix gets called for the
Ain't
foul.
no Floyd Mayweather
The Timberwolves shooting their
making a
first shots from the
pyramid
stripe
over the
in this
kid.
game.
And at the line
You
last
guys have to
season,
understand,
about
this is the real 50
78%
Cent.
as a team.
For 50
Pretty
Cent, he's
solid
going to
numbers.
troll Sean Combs. He's going to talk about what
That free
goes on
throw
at
is
parties that he attended.
Wow. What, did he have
Imagine
something
that.
in his eye
How
on
could
that
you
shot?
make fun of a man? How could you talk about parties that you attended? How could you talk about a man that you spend the majority of your time with? Until you fell in love
And he
with a
sinks the
stripper.
second.
T-Pain had to throw back
Suns
and
trail
say,
by
I'm
11.
in love with a stripper. Until he fell in love with a stripper, and until he found out
There's a
his
minute
stripper
47
girlfriend
left in the first quarter.
was
Booker
working for
with
Sean
no one
Combs,
around,
that's when
and
50
no
Cent
good.
got
The
mad.
try spell continuing for him.
Floyd Mayweather
McDaniels with the ball.
with
Now
Sean
guarded
Combs
by Booker.
around
Plenty of
kids,
daylight on that shot.
and nobody doesn't
Building
find it
up a
suspect,
big
nobody doesn't
early
find it
lead.
strange,
They have
nobody doesn't
taken
find it
charge
weird,
of
but
this
you know what,
game.
all kinds of
And
kids,
they've been
they
doing
pick
it
and choose
largely at the
who
offensive
they
end.
want to
If
talk
the
about,
defense
and they
does
pick
not
and choose
adjust,
who
this
they
could
want
be a
to
blowout.
keep in the safety box.
And
So
Mike
when it comes to
Budenholzer has
content
called
creators,
a
especially that cover
timeout.
music, nobody
And
wants to talk
coaches
about 50
decided
Cent being a
they need a
pedo.
moment to talk
Nobody
things
wants to
over.
talk about Floyd Mayweather being a pedo. Well, oh, he has grandkids. It doesn't matter. What are you doing? Why are you throwing up the pyramid? Why are there red cups? Why are there drugs? Why is Floyd Mayweather throwing up the horns around kids? When they throw up the horns, what they're doing is they're trying to summon spirits. My man is literally, look at Floyd Mayweather. He is throwing up the horns around kids. Everybody put AK around kids. This is crazy. And this happened. And this is what we have coming to Shreveport, Louisiana. Just remember, I've been telling you guys about 50 Cent. I've been telling you guys about unit. I've been telling you guys about 50 Cent. You guys have to understand. This is Tia Kemp taking pictures with her kids at the pool before she got gutted. You guys have to understand, this is Tia Kemp. She bought her kids. She bought her spirit flight. She bought her kids on an airplane. She said, listen, get ready. We're going to see Sean Combs. We're going to see 50 Cent. We're going to see Floyd Mayweather. Everybody get ready. Everybody throw your polo shirts on.
133
She
left.
got her kids dressed
first.
up. You guys have to understand. She's supposed to be a mother.
They need this.
What type of mother tell her
Reed
kids, come
with
on,
the
we
rebound.
going to see. Let me tell you,
Timberwolves
the
leading
woman,
by 14.
I told you guys about Rich
Here's
Men,
Ingles.
and I told you guys how some women, not all, but
Up and
some
in
women,
on
when
the
it comes to
layup.
rich men, they would
They
do a
have been
backflip, a
excellent
cartwheel, and
so
a
far,
switch
coming
at the
in with a
same damn time,
well-balanced
at the same damn
attack.
time. I told you
But on the
yesterday.
offensive
And
end,
this
it
is
feels
what
like they're
happened.
getting the
Tia
shots they
Kemp,
want,
when
and
she had an
defensively,
opportunity with
they
50
are
Cent, she said,
connected and
listen,
on a
pack the
string.
kids up. Most single mothers, when
Here's
they out
Booker.
trafficking vagina,
That's not
they
going
don't
to do
even
it
bring
either.
their kids.
He's
They
0
get
for
a
5.
babysitter. Tia Kemp said, no, we bringing the kids. They coming too.
Dillingham
going
with
to hear
it.
me scream from
Nurkic
the
with the
bedroom.
steal.
They coming too. They going to see me drink. She's literally drinking in front of her kids.
Booker outside.
Got professional boxers walking
Again, the
around.
miss by Booker.
You got professional
And he
party
has
promoters like
definitely
Sean
been
Combs
struggling
walking around.
in this
And
quarter.
your kids are
And you
there.
know what? They
And you
keep
got about a
calling his number,
poolside,
and they're
and you
simply
taking
trying to
pictures.
get him
This
out
is
of
going
this
to be a
funk.
memory for life.
It's impressive. The
You
level
guys
of
have to
domination
understand. There's probably
at
a lot
both
of single
ends,
mothers who
and you're
probably
seeing the
snack.
results.
And their
You know
kids is
this.
probably
It's
in the
not
other
easy
room
building
listening.
a lead
This
on
is
the
the
road,
reality
but this
of it.
team
This
has
is
been
Tia Kemp
lights
right
out
here.
throughout the
She
game.
was happy. She probably flew in moist. She arrived moist. And she brought her kids with her. She was drinking. Come on, you already know she was
19
moist.
seconds
You
left to
already
play
know
in the
what
first.
she was
Beal
doing.
from
So she
long
brought her
range.
kids with her.
Bangs home the
You guys have to
trifecta.
understand. Listen, like
Well,
I said,
that
single
is
mothers
so
look
easy
good, but
for
I will
Bradley
never
Beal.
go around
From
another
three, no
man's food.
problem.
I will never go around another man's cum. I will never go around another man's sperm. Listen,
Here's
I know some
Dillingham.
women that got 2 kids,
6
3
points for
kids,
him.
and they super bad. When I mean
Inside.
super bad, everybody's going
And
to X me in
Reed
the chat with
throws it
super
down.
bad. But one thing you will not catch
And
me,
you
you will
can
not
see
catch
their
me around
strategy
anybody's
coming
kids.
in.
I cannot
They
do
want to
that.
control the
For
paint.
all you young
They
men
have
that
used
listen to
their
my
size
content,
and
and
their
most of you young men
strength
that
to get
rock
off
with me,
any
understand
shot they
I'm not an
want. They've
influencer.
dominated
Don't
on the
go around
interior.
another man's kids under any
And so it's the
circumstances.
Minnesota
You got to understand,
Timberwolves
if you date a woman with
holding
a
a
child,
big
sooner or
18-point
later
lead to
things
close
take
the
off.
quarter.
If
Defensively,
things
they
get
have had
serious,
their
you don't want
sights
to
set
bring
on
the kids
Kevin
around.
Durant,
Deny
and they've done a
the
terrific
access.
job
Do not
holding
go
him in
around
check.
another man's
Back
kids.
to the action in
Absolutely
just a
not.
minute.
That's not yours. In the words of Maury, you are not the father. If you date the mother and you assume that you just
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far.
You guys have to understand.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for
He called
Minnesota.
him right to get right.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
This is crazy. And this is what
Of course, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Now here's Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
But he thought he was his man. And guess what? All of a sudden, 50 Cent ran and started to troll me.
Timberwolves
To get
leading
off
by
topic,
18.
but she has Future Child and she has Bow Wow's daughter and she has another
Edwards
child coming
looking
with
it
an
over.
NFL player. So some of these single mothers, they look super bad. And when I mean super
Towns
bad, they
in
look
the corner.
super bad. But you
A
guys
free
have to
ball.
understand, we cannot be
And
missing
again,
things.
Minnesota with the
A lot of
triple.
people are not talking about this,
And
but
drifting
what
to the
these
corner
women
and
are doing for
finding
a check,
some
they are
space.
mixing
Towns
kingdom.
can
Everybody
exploit
says
any
SK
gap
to mixing
in a
kingdom.
defense.
You got Future
We know
Kingdom,
Doris
Bow
and
Wow
Towns
Kingdom,
might
and another
already
NFL
be
player Kingdom.
one of the best
So what
shooting
happens is,
bigs ever.
Well,
when
Kevin,
these
he
single
flat
mothers
stated and
still
called
want to do
himself
well and
the
live their
best
life,
shooting big of all
and it's
time.
their
He has
business,
an
but
argument
don't
because
bring
not only has she shot the
around
ball
other grown
incredibly
men.
well from
Look at
deep,
50 Cent
even
correcting
as
the
his
back
volume has gone up, his
of this young
efficiency
man's
stays
head.
the
That's
same.
not his
This
style.
is a gifted
This is what
offensive
happens
post player.
in a beautiful world.
Unselfish
Listen,
play
my
by
mother,
Anthony
she was a
Edwards'
single mother,
teammate
and
is
guess what?
wide open. He
She never
puts
brought
it
a man
right
around
where
me.
it needs to be.
I promise you. Till this day,
And Mike
in the words of
Budenholzer is
DeAndre
calling a
Wilder, till this
timeout.
day, my mother
He
never
wants
brought
to
another
make some
man around.
adjustments to the game
So I
plan,
see
clearly.
what it is for a woman to be a real single mother and to dedicate your whole life to your kids, and nothing is more important than your kids. Shout out to my mother. That's why I really adore her. That's why I really adore